You are watching Liberty Online TV.
This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
The world dey move fast, especially in the social media space. Every second, plenty things dey happen, but wetin actually you dey look for? Interesting story dem dey na the social media wey dey shape your life. So, not wetin dey happen na the problem, but how e dey affect you. Welcome to Trends. Also, we dey bring you the real story dem behind the social media noise. From technology wey don take over the office dem to things dem wey dey happen to we every day. We dey dig deep, ask the hard question dem but then story here. Join the conversation every Saturday 10 to 11 o'clock na morning na all Liberty Online TV platform dem.
For the news we dey around, log into Liberty TV online. Positively we bring the change, they get the masses involved. Staff them everywhere, everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, hey, voices come. Hi yeah, hey. Credibility, now we ability news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. He count on me, he count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. Follow me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like an eagle we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi yeah, voices down. Hi yeah, give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get the power. He count on me, he count on me anyhow. Give you the news, give you the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, God begin, let's get the power. We can call on me, count on me anyhow. We speak free and fearless, inclusive journalists.
Salon they take action for every mama and every pikin. Together we go reach zero. We all for take action, so no mama no go die where it give life. No pikin no go die from preventable sickness. No pikin no go left behind for take maclate. The race to zero day on now.
But zero no go happen by chance. If you na mama or belle woman, take action, go na clinic early. If you na papa, take action, support mama, care you pikin for maclate. If you na chief, take action, encourage belle woman them for go hospital for a well body one. We all for take action for save the life of we woman and pikin them. So join with today for take action for reach zero. This message they come out from the Ministry of Health together with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
Salon they take action for every mama and every pikin. Together we go reach zero. We all for take action so no mama no go die where it dey give life. No pikin no go die from preventable sickness. No pikin no go left behind for take market. The race to zero dey on now.
But zero no go happen by chance. If you na mama or belle woman, take action, go na clinic early. If you na papa, take action, support mama, care you pikin for market. If you na chief, take action, encourage belle woman them for go hospital for a well body one. We all for take action for save the life of we woman and pikin them. So join with today for take action for reach zero. This message they come out from the Ministry of Health together with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
Then welcome to another edition of the Breakfast Show where they come to you live from Liberty TV, where they stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. Today is a brand new Tuesday, a very rainy morning. In fact, the rain starts from Monday, the early hours of Monday, throughout yesterday, and throughout last night. I hope say they stay safe out there. We don't see stories of people where the rains really damage them properties. Some people already lost their life. They want for say sympathies to the families and make sure say stay safe out there. We will bring this edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Tuesday morning. My name is Khadija Bangura.
And Mina Mabel Kaba. Good morning. It's Tuesday and now the 4th day of August 2026. Inside this edition of the show today, we can get a conversation around the issue we get for do with mixed electoral system. The Institute for Governance Reform, IGR, got a paper where they been pulled with the entitled Beyond the PR System and First Past the Post, a call for mixed electoral system of Sierra Leone. So they ask the question if mixed electoral system of go fits for Salone, where they can get somebody from IGR, where they can break this down for we, the mixed system within a makeup of, and if it really go be an option or alternative for let Salone go by. And also we all know say yesterday again, the members of parliament them continued the debates on the amendments then at the constitution. Still the issue we get for do with deciding on the electoral system still shaky. Then I go again today, so we go forget conversation on that. And we know say yesterday evening we see changes on the fuel price. Some people been foresee this, some people not been foresee them. So we go for open the phone lines some time at the program so that you will call and tell we how this change in fuel price go affect you. You know, say fuel, whenever I go up, they make a shift now so many things in life because now fuel they use for move goods from one place to the other and so many other things that get affected when the fuel price can go up. So we're getting conversation in the inside this edition of the show.
All right, we get major issues then this morning for discuss. As we all know, the debate on the constitutional amendment still go on. Yesterday, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Alpha Cisse, be back in Parliament throughout the night. And out of 23 pages, we get the proposed amendments them. Yesterday, they don't reach to 13 pages them. They don't review up to 13 pages them. And if you follow the debate, it was very interesting. It was an eye-opener for una the citizen them because you they notice say the MPs them within a parliament at some point they reach at an agreement on interest areas. Where I mean interest areas, thing the way they all too want, thing the way they all too know say this if it remain at this proposal, we put her inside the constitution, it go benefit me, it go benefit me party as well. For example, the one we get for do with independent candidates, not for contest for presidential position. The two parties they're within a parliament, they agree, they don't even argue on that. They also agree, say this we for pull up this particular clause, we for pull and come out now this amendment where the AG carry it. But the one that we get for do with them party interest, them their own personal interest, them, for example, the PR systems of elections, then get loggerhead. Now they the tussle day now. But other different things them like the age of the chief electoral commissioner in qualification them, the selection committee, all of them things there, then we don't go through there yesterday, then we get a common interest on them, and then we decide say, okay, now this will they agree on, now this will not they agree on, now this will they pull, now this will not they pull. So they find out say them politicians they are in as much as they want we or una they supporter them for belief say they know they see one side, for belief say everybody stick to in political ideology, everybody they try for protecting party interest. It's not true. They just want to now for believe. They just want to now for continue for divide. They just want to now for continue for be distracted and not talk about the bigger issues. What are these bigger issues? The bigger issues now one day where they benefit me, now one day where they benefit you as ordinary citizen. Because if you vote for somebody or you send somebody in a parliament, now for go represent your interest, now for go represent in views them. Now it make when they reach na parliament, then get the parliamentary prayer. Inside a parliamentary prayer day, there's something where they can always pray say, now where they don't inside the world, then they put away all personal interest. Now so then they pray. But then they put them personal interest them, no, them personal interest them, they part of the things them way then they talk about. So this moment where they go on, not be distracted, focus, because this opportunity, if you see you sit down, then put lawyer there, we go come back and hunt we as a nation. It go take again, we go get president, we're going to be interested in these laws them. And don't forget, they're going to reach at the presidential term limit. There's a conversation going on now where they want for extend to 7 years. So this, they not even reach this. So there are bigger issues than the PR system in these constitutional amendments where they go on. Because if they want for extend the president in term limits, therefore come back to una the people them through a referendum. Also una they go vote. Not to just APC, SLPP, two parties, then they go sit on a parliament and decide for una. Presidential term limits, now una the citizen and for decide say yes, we want let this presidential term limit go to 7 years instead of 5 years. So therefore take the bill, therefore take them proposal there to now. But it is now is still there among them first. The two political parties there yesterday then go they meeting more than 5 hours. Nobody don't know waiting come out of the meeting. Nobody don't know what they agree on. Just like waiting and go do na token now. Then at the media they argue say, okay, una give we impression or we get the understanding say una don't agree. Now this they say no, we not been agree, we not give una no understanding, we not give una no impression as if we agree for A, B, C, and D. This don't come and say inside this meeting we been take oath of secrecy. This now they say no, how me go take oath of secrecy? So this is how they don't take you serious. Them politician there, because if you want to go extend a presidential term limit, now una two no more for go sit down inside and say okay, would they extend the president in term limit from 5 years to 7 years? These are big issues that would for take to una the citizens. So una not become distracted by fuel increase. Yes, things are hard. Everybody knows say money no day. But the one for take una attention off the conversation now, the bigger issues that we get for come. Una just watch the next 2-3 months. The kind big issues that they come. The one for tamper out to constitution without una the people.
Well, we are wait. If the people no one see safe, the media, I guess it's good. We know they let the issues and they just go under the carpet like that, you know. And I just happy for the fact say the same way this they happen, at same way awareness seem for don dey, especially na the media. A lot of people now don't they follow issues compared to then. People and they didn't up now with them parliamentarians. Yesterday when they back all night. People and they watch, then they follow, then in the comment section there. They comment, they talk, waiting and feel, waiting and they think, but the different debates them.
All right, I
where
just
they go on,
see
you know.
the leader of the opposition. Who defend or not able to say it for come na the public explain. They don't comment at the comment section say extension of presidential term is never part of the bill. Mr. Leader, we not say it is part of the bill. We say these are conversation where they go on now in different quarters. I'm happy you guys are watching.
That's why we always tell them. Yeah,
I think I can tell una constituents then say they una representative or una political leader they watch una. So when they give una the opportunity for call na liberty, una call, una tell them respectfully say call you MP name, although through the PR system, but come on they say not sabi representative, but call show we usa you dey, I sure say you representative go yeri you, tell and say Mr. MP, this proposal where they go on now, una don't reach page 13 of the 23 pages, but I don't want this, I don't want dandy. Then they hear you una voices them loud and clear. They say na human beings. Then get conscience. They no say if they not do the right thing, then get for come back to una just no for let una renew their mandates. Now that time they una self go ask them all the tough questions. So I did not say it is part of this proposal. I said this conversation they go on now at some quarters. Of course, they get for come back to that because if they want for amend the presidential term limits, then they come back to na parliament, Mr. Leader of the opposition, sir. So I not say it did right now. Wait till they look at now. Now different things that we get for do with electoral reforms, just like what the AG say. But in case it come to now, just one for prompt na people and say this is a conversation they go on a different quarter day for extended.
They might be aware because salon no smoke, no they will not don't pull fire. 1 week ago we see the smoke about the fuel. Now it don't come to pass. In a way, can don't begin small and then small pockets meeting. Then we all know say it can spill over. So whether the opposition leader agree or not, we know so we go for each day. I guess instead on the conversation about this 7 year. If you're not on your yet, well, Honorable Abdul Kabo, if you're not on your that conversation dates, nothing we don't begin anyway. The conversation don't start about term limits of presidents then to 7 years instead of the 5 years. So we still await and the people are watching actually. The people are watching and they follow on a conversation, on a debate them, on a they do. We can sit down, they watch watch the comment section, just like how you comment now. You go notice say even the parliament, the young page, people are commenting on our constituents and the comments, how they want to be represented, issues where they want for let una take up for them. Then they comment and then comment section, then they sometimes some man go say, oh, I know sabi me MP. It's an opportunity where you see them kind of program here for let you drop your message to your MP. This is a clear manifestation for say the politicians are watching. One thing we una for don't realize by now, their interests pass with your interest. Simple. Because if you follow the conversation where both parties they are now in a parliament, you gonna say all in own. And not to say if it be a national picture, waiting majority of the people say they want, now in both parties for the rally around for happen because you are there representing the people. So, Mr. Opposition Leader and the rest of the politicians, we know some that they watch them show ya, we they do them as opportunity for una hear from our constituents them. Later at the program, like I say, we got for open the phone lines. So people go talk on the issue we get for do with the fuel. But in as much as the fuel issue important, not forget to say conversations and they where they go on, we got for affect you in the future. So now continue for drop on our comments then at the comment section. Talk to you MP. What do you think say now you want on these amendments then where they go on? Now then the final say at the end of the day, now they go for decide waiting for do, but then get conscience as well. If they notice say the larger views of the public want certain things where they believe say good for everybody, then conscience then go serve them well for let them know say when they reach time for perhaps for go votes on like how they say the electoral system where the country for adopt. They might just say, okay, all the comments and where they don't they see people seem for they go this way, so let's allow them for have them say, because majority now they carry the votes. So please, the politicians them with eyes them open. Today again, we know so now the parliament, we got for continue now, we all can drink the coffee, sit down, they wait for see how far the debates they go. It can get interesting at times, you know, where everybody want for proving points, where someone show say, oh, now you been say, wait to make you know and say again. People can change their mind at times, certain decisions the way you go don't make in the past. You go realize, say, okay, it wasn't a good one, so I want for turn a page and start afresh. There's nothing wrong with that, if only now in the interest of the majority. So we wait today again. We go and see waiting for happen. I'm not even sure say today again and go finish this.
Because they go for all 6 hours meeting.
Then they go for go on the 30-minute break where they extend.
Then they even can't tell we again, we the citizens. Because certain citizens more.
Yeah.
Because me and the vote are entitled for votes, and I be votes for a member of parliament. When they go keep their 6-7 hours meetings, by the time that they come, the day don't done. Come now, begin debate, stay. Some man not able wait again. Some man not even know again wait till they go on. Like me, so for instance, this morning while I wake now, no see they reach page 13. I think I be left there on page.
Because I been short break, the speaker be saying they go on that break there now. Then no one come back. Our politicians, we've seen it all.
Good.
We don't see it all at this profession often we say. We don't see them during the days of the APC. We are seeing it now, the days of the SLPP. We don't know who's one again go come, but like no more one of them been described them. Now Alasana and Alusana at the end of the day, not kill yourself for politician. If you see them, when they off air and off the cameras, then you will regret some decisions and we don't make because of politicians. They are all the same people. Anyways. Now I can't talk now and say
Content.
they say you over talk.
We will just write hashtag justice for Mabel.
That's how I go in a tight space.
I stand with Mabel.
Before now they stand with me, I don't stand for now already.
Anyway, don't forget the MP then they continue today again, and then they'll reach now the committee stage. Usai the committee stage and the 10 way the speaker can take off in wig, and then they go through the bill clause by clause, just like waiting and start for do yesterday. But one interesting thing, now this all gets for do with independent candidates, where all two the party then just agree on. Waiting at the fair. If somebody get money, you not Sierra Leonean, you say no one belong to none of them political party where they exist now. You want for go independent and contest under the independent umbrella. What is wrong for depriving a Sierra Leonean of a democratic right for contest for let them vote for them?
You know what they are doing.
So this
I make anybody will come like you facing a third party or third force, and know they exist. They know they allow that. Then go must make sure so they enter they spend a lot of money, because you can't tell me it's just conviction of your ideology. We make we not able to forget third force for standing at the country. Because the two parties, the APC and the SLPP, always don't know say they don't take this thing like na them family property na by turn, where this come in act 10 years, then they come in act 10 years again to incompetent. Then get that common mutual understanding the way the public might not know, but not that same for they happen. We don't ever get third force, we don't come, we don't tin up. Now again then they amend the constitution, provision where for they say if you don't want for them na either of the parties, or you don't want for them na political party, you want for stand alone and contest presidential, they don't want it. then clearly agree, both parties agree. This a message where una for the read along the line. For no saying that then two party number one for always in a power. If not be Alassane, if for be Alusine. If not be Alusine, if for be Alassane. All the third first them we don't come, we been free say, oh, this one don't come, you can't make change. This one don't come, you can't split this two party them. We all see how they end. Then even that Emerson song will say the diaspora they cancel and they can't change we. Now we they change them at the end of the day. We see how we don't change so many of them we don't come. Then come with them fresh ideas. Say oh they want for come make salon politics reach some kind standard. At the end of the day, now the bad eggs then can't join back.
So if you say
they can't join back.
Independent candidates not for contest, how about the diaspora for come and vote or contest for being a member of parliament?
It's funny, eh?
So now for can take from waiting in at the states and go back so you come on at the diaspora.
No, you they bring back what you don't get together, they can't get it.
So now susu. Anyway, so these are some of the things that we will for the focus on. They call up in the phone line there now quickly before we can talk to Melvin Tijan Mansare. As we say, we they continue for get the debate out of parliament. Debate out of parliament means say we self na the media will get a role for play because we self get a responsibility for ensure say we break some of them things that are down for una. Like what we they do so now. Una MP them, una don't send them a parliament, but some of una don't get the opportunity for they get them conversation there with them, for they send them message. They could tell una last week. Now una tell me if you get your MP a message, respectfully send them a message, outline all of the things that way you feel say una wants inside this amendment when they do. Even the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Now they work for, now taxpayer money.
So the honorable they honor. They say it never had any quarter of this parliament will never tolerate that. This is the first time that I'm hearing it of 7 years. This is go for do it 7 years. Say no yes.
Well, that's honorable yes, not the all side. We now are journalists that yes, they open all side. So call we now and they part of the conversation this morning. Call we on 0. Okay, let me announce the phone line it. Let we try forget the leader of the opposition. Let it tell we exactly who side and they now the bill. Yesterday they spend long hours again at parliament waiting at them position. As on yesterday, now morning we get one of the APC members, them lawyer Di Macaulay, will be the part of the technical team will go represent the APC na Toke, and also we get the deputy leader of the opposition, Honorable Bashiru Siliki, where himself continue for hold them position. So quickly on the phone, they get Honorable Abdul Kabo, when are the leader of the opposition, for let it tell we exactly who side and they now, and waiting na their own position as opposition member of parliament. Yesterday we see them get over 5 hours recess with the speaker of parliament, who say continue for engage the two party them on some of the clause them where then they continue for look at now inside the bill where the Attorney General and Minister of Justice go with. Good morning, Honorable Abdul Kabo. A pleasure for get you this morning on the breakfast show.
Good morning, Khadija. Good morning, Lebel. Good morning, Liberty. Good morning, people of Scotland. And thanks for having me.
All right. It's been it's been a tough 2 weeks between una the opposition and the ruling party, the SLPP in a parliament from Toke, and we host Honorable Paranta Wali Forum. I believe say una we don't get an agreement and where una come out now for just implement some of the things they una don't agree with. Yesterday again we been get the deputy leader of government business na parliament, Honorable Bashiru Siliki. It continue for sound the same thing, say una don't left them confused at this point because una don't meet, both parties don't send technical representative there, they don't come, they don't brief una don't get an understanding, but as it is now una they act otherwise. Yesterday again over 5 hours hours. Una dey with Mr. Speaker on a recess. The public no know wetin una talk, but according to Honorable Parani, so una dey take oath of secrecy. Usa una dey now with this bill, Honorable?
Firstly, I want to make it clear, say, I don't know when last May Honorable Parani done a meeting for discuss. From we left Parliament as clerk, we've never sat in the same meeting. And some of we now Christians, we get we religious belief. Nobody know they subscribe. Nobody know the pressure we for subscribe oath. So that allegation is baseless, it false, not correct. Not correct. Anybody say we sit down and take oath with them, not to correct information. And they correct. And like I say, from we Honorable Paran left Parliament, I've never sat in a meeting with him. Like clear than the first. Then secondly, waiting make the members of Parliament they been go to care. We go to care for 2 days. They been not get a technical committee between APC and SNPP. They been they meet the government, the AG's office. They been they meet because mostly all we they make law, the process very long, so we can make sure so we be very careful. So then we meet. So they invite me now to care for go communicate with the members of Parliament. How far the committee don't go? Waiting at the clauses that we then don't look at. Waiting at the general position of the committee. But not all the committee they make law. Section 105 of the Constitution expressly states that Parliament get the responsibility for make law. So whatsoever the committee go meet and agree on, it not automatically become law, except you can have Parliament. Sometimes the one that we know to parliamentarian and then can suggest law. When you in a parliamentarian, they look at them and they look at the effect we get forget and say, nobody's here, enough for be law. Because if it be law, now this it go be, now this it go be, now this it go be. Like for example, the technical committee being don't agree, say, census results where they not publish 2 years before election, they not for user. We a parliamentarian go listen and they say, but if there's a census result they don't publish less than 2 years before election, they're not for user, then anybody within our government would deliberately delay census. They go deliberately waste time for conduct census so that they not go reach 2 years before election, so that they not use them. And the amendment of section 38 is very clear. See, in a situation where constituency not exist, where they not do census, they not do delimitation, we they go straight to the PI. You see, so some of the things then we then go explain giving that okay, we the members of Parliament that we analyze that. We say no, this that. In fact, there are some things then the way they've been tell we say they're not conclude on. They're not conclude on. So we take our from the calm, not to say we go to care for go agree anything. They say no, there were disagreements. There were things the way they say no, well this let parliamentarians then go handle them. Well this let them go to parliament. You see. So anybody wait till you see, members of parliament go by agreement, then sit down, then say now this, it's not so. It was a presentation done to the members of parliament by the AG's office, where they also they work with the technical committee where the party puts in place. Now coming to the meeting we'll be get with speaker, we not begin the sessions early. Most times we can sit down because for don't know that they now say there are times where they get contentious issues in the parliament. We know the one who has really dirty linens in the public. We not go on argue something, they will not go on way. So we think speaker can do will get contentious issues, we get the tendency for destabilized sitting. Speaker they call me in chamber. They go put me they say we're waiting at the problem. How would they solve this? Waiting now and waiting now. Law friend made you ground law this. So the meeting will go meet. We mean they look at the bill clause by clause for see who side we agree for see, and the bill gets some things then they will be good for the ordinary masses, a good for the public. So for we not go say law we do the entire bill, law we do it. No, we able for first able for identify who side we agree. Like for example, when we go sit down, we dey look the big clause by clause. Yesterday, when I even see what we do clause by clause, what they make we not see. Now because most of them clauses then where we all to agree on, even at the well. Now clauses the one we don't agree on. We will meet with Mr. Speaker. Also, you know, this is good for too. This is good. So we find out say the proceedings not been taken. If we not been do that, we dey spend 3 or 4 days at the well for just catching.
So inside the meeting with Mr. Speaker, Honorable Abdul Kabo, inside the meeting with Mr. Speaker, now for go agree on clause there we will all get common interest on?
Yes. And now one thing I want to make clear, when we say common interest, it not means saying that the interest of the political parties that we will defend. We seek the interest of the ordinary masses. Let I give you illustrative example. Look at the voting for the diaspora, the amendment of subsection 1 of section 76. Wait for make diaspora then vote. Wait for make diaspora then contest. Wait for make them be ministers. Wait for make them be members of parliament. Because as the constitution they come out no more diaspora, you can make you minister. A dual citizen, not the be minister. A dual citizen, not the be member of parliament. So we sit down, we say no, but this enough here to a certain extent. Now we give borders the opportunity. Now we see how best we come with them on board. Let them participate. Let them feel part of the vista. So that now one of the things that we discuss. And when you go also now the bill, you get other clauses then we get for do with women's participation, like the 30% quota for women.
So honorable, if una want for let the diaspora community be included in the electoral processes of the country, for let them be MP, for let them able for vote, people of dual citizenship, why una feel say somebody when an independent person no one belong to any political party, una for exclude them from the political process of the country?
Okay, now if you want contest election, you form a political party, because we get people I see when they regulate political party. When they put laws say political party not for do this, political party not for do this. When somebody with the political party, if he misbehave, then go reprimand them. But if you're not independent candidate, your members are not guided by a political party, they're not going to be only responsible. Anybody can grab and do anything. APRC law not they cover them because they are not part of any political party. Anybody can grab and take the law in hand. They not go only independent candidate responsible because that person they commit that crime. They so not only political party they now independent they support, and that independent candidate get the right for say no, I not sabi am, I don't know am. But if we say no to political parties, if independent person, for example, you don't know your intention, say you want contest, so you get ample time for forming your own political party, forget structures in the country, forget a national representation, get the offices there all over. So that at the end of the day, you go be remanded where necessary. You go conform to the rules and regulations. You go conform to the laws that we already don't establish. You go be regulated by PPIC. But if you get an unregulated candidate, where not the political party, where nobody know the question, where nobody know, you go form a bunch of citizens that will go cause havoc in this country. Then nobody know the
And as Parliament Honorable, on not been get any other alternative for let provision there for them kind candidates and they no alternative. When I not think of perhaps creating a law where go cover them.
No, now that make if you get the intention, we not stop us enough for contest too. If you get the intention for one as president, you get ample time for establish a political party. You get ample time for establish a political party. Nobody know they stop you. Nobody know they prevent you. It not mean say you forget APC or SLPP. You can inform your own party so that they go able for regulate your party, so that you know what your party no go take the law at the hand and do anything. When something if APC then do something, PPIC go reprimand them. SLPP do something, PPIC go reprimand them. The way it comes to you supporters they can do that same thing. PPIC no get control over them because they are not a political party. So it gets beyond disadvantages. So then they tell you say if you want contest for big president, do you have Papa come? Form your party and register your party. They're not going to stop you for register your party. They're not going to stop you for form your party. So the perception say maybe SLPP and APC no one give other candidate them the opportunity for contest. No, not I know. We they say if you not other candidates, you no one join APC, you no one join SLPP, you get the right for establish your own party where it could be monitored, where it could be regulated, where it could be questioned, where it could be brought to book in a case, then go against the law. So that's the idea we do that day.
Let me look at the issue we get for do the PR system, Honorable. Yesterday, we talked to your colleague MP, Honorable Bash. He clearly states and say, if una continue with una position, say, una not agree for the PR system, una go left government with no alternative rather than for revert back to the old systems where they be used in 2023 for conduct 2028 elections.
Well, again, we don't look at the representation of the PI system. One of the fundamental responsibilities of members of parliament is for represent the people. And if everybody they know who that they vote for, the face where they vote for. So that where problem is or where they need representation, that face they nine go meet. So if you not respond to them correctly, if you not do it in the want, you know, answer to they say, now yes, now me wanna vote for, I go for go represent to now. Now so I don't do, now so I don't do. You know, it will be accountable to them. They get right for change you. They get right for change you. But we don't want a system where as political party don't put your names on a register, whether the people they want it now, whether they don't want it now, any vote we vote, it will go to you. Not so that we want. We want a system where, like for example, as I speak now, the last MP will get na Texaco. So from Texaco, when we get MP, the other MP who can get na Bufields. So meaning from Texaco to Bufields, no member of parliament no did when at the direct representation. And when they talk about representation, it gets for do with proximity. And not for the far, if I want to see maybe where I don't send na parliament, for go report to her, waiting there. Happen to me. I'm not for the far for me, but you understand. And most of the members of parliament, if you don't stay with the people, you don't know them problem. People they no need for the pay FFA transport for go fend the members of parliament. In this system, some people don't even sabi other than the members of parliament because directly they no get somebody from their own community. So when they say for make representation effective, for make her efficient, you can forget somebody among una, somebody will stay with una, somebody will go campaign to una, say una can vote for me, una can support me, I go do this, or I deal with una, I go wait to sell this, I go represent una. At the end of the day, whichever problem una get, una need representation, that person they una they go to for go ask. Say, hey, now you be say this so, now you be say this so. If the person not respond well, then go and what's in that they tell you? That tell you the difference. In the case of first past the post, if the party go insist, other the people they say they don't want, the party go force them, go put them. Now the most times the party can lose. It don't happen now APC dominated areas them. It don't happen now SLPP dominated area. In the last parliament, we get 3 independent MPs from SLPP. Just because they contest and then put then contest, SLPP put somebody say no, we don't want to, and then people are the one. So the people they say no, not all now they can determine for me. Not a political party they can write them for sure what I want. This now we own picking. This they don't they with me. This they don't suffer with me. This then they are in they are coming conshine. Now the ones for go represent. So the people they vote then they went to parliament as independent candidates. But in the case of the PR, it's not possible for the independent candidates to go to parliament because you get for campaign at the entire district, not only constituency, but the entire district. You get for go up, you get for candle, for campaign. And the threshold where they said very difficult for them. Now that make this parliament, you don't ever get independent candidates. Now that make this parliament, you don't ever get people left from other political parties. So then Lord, they are who they make not for political parties, them now for the people, now for the ordinary masses, for let them feel represented, for let them get voice, let them say, oh yes, now Honorable Abdul Kabo, now who said in the parliament, now if this thing don't happen to we log go meet her, log go explain to her, let him know. So that at the end of the day we could be represented. So now that they happen in that case there.
How you go describe the stage where una don reach na the debate them when I don dey stage where una don reach na the debate them when I don dey do so far?
Well, so far, the first thing we happen na that there are some clauses the way we agree to. And I don't mistakenly explain some of them clauses then the way we agree. And there are some clauses then the way we divide, where we not agree. So what speaker do is take a pin on the one then where we not agree to. He say we will candle later. So we did identify the clauses the way we agree to, where both parties agree to. You know, now that we did identify. Yes.
So this means this debate's not going to end anytime soon, because a lot of people be optimistic yesterday say una go end and una go reach to the voting process.
When law making process not to see where you do in list, not to see where the rush, not to see, because the constitution are the most important document in alone as far as now is concerned. You know, they say, Bola, do this thing in list. Oh no, Bola, go past this. So we get for be careful. Because when we get past, so it get for live for so many years. This constitution was drafted in 1991. Say now we did 2026. You see. So we get for be careful if we do anything. So we know the do in list. We know the rush. But like also yesterday, we go take clause 13. Big 13. Now then we stop. And when we get for go sit down the next sitting. Today we likely not go look at the constitution. We'll get for go sit down the next sitting for look at the constitution, we continue.
So when una go resume on the constitution, because yesterday we una adjourn for today, some people be optimistic say una go resume back today, and today una go try for look at the remaining 10 pages we don't left na the bill where the AG been go with.
Well, today we get sitting, but not to the bill we look at today. Today we get sitting with the look at some other things, appointments, some laying of papers, and some other things that we'll get for doing a parliament.
The 2/3 majority, now one we don't be a bone of contention right now, honorable. Everybody be know waiting be happen the term for Leona vote for remove the former Auditor General Lara Taylor Pierce, and this again when I get for go into a voting process, you MP them waiting na own agreement when it comes to the voting. When I get for the part of the voting, when I get for walk out of parliament if una not agree on some of the things they wanna feel say good for the country according to you.
Well, all landed in form part of the strategy. So it will be premature for Laka explain as the leader for implementing our strategy during the voting process. But I want to let una be rest assured say we cooperate fully and we ensure say justice be done to the work we do, you know. But I know we explain what's in our we voting plans as members of parliament when we reach to voting. I sure say when we reach that stage then we go closer.
You know one of the MP the way they use social media a lot, and I sure say you don't they follow the conversation through the social media from on a constituent them citizens owner they represent, and from the conversation so far, if you like the citizens they not trust una say una go represent them well, and una go amend some of the electoral reforms there, so we go reflect on the wish them talk to una citizen them we don't lost trust on una.
No, well, if you make a generic, it go bad. Not to all members of parliament, the citizens don't lost trust. I will show you that the times 10. We get members of parliament where the citizens then impose confidence on them, where they trust them, where they support them, where if you put them back, then they vote for them back, then they dance for them under him, dance for them under Sam. So the perception that citizen doesn't want to see the members of parliament is not correct.
That's a popular opinion out there from the same way this conversation of amending the bill come up. Una citizens them don't they say, oh, we member of parliament them, they know they represent we well. The bill not going to even reflect on what you want. When this whole conversation come, una all go back to una people them and get a discussion with them.
In fact, being on my own page, when whenever I post about the constitution, you dey see the responses there. I can get several responses there. Most of which, over 90%, they impose confidence on we. They tell we say we trust una. They tell we say no, we no say una not the back down. We no say no, una the seek the interest of the ordinary mass system. So where something can come up with different dynamic, I say, law we not generalize them. I agree say some constituents they don't have with the members of parliament. They not trust them. But not all constituents not trust members of parliament. Yeah. So like I say, we always they seek the interest of the ordinary masses. Some of we cannot they pass. We not go to we people there. Me, I not ever did turn Naya pass I travel out of this country. But I not ever did turn Naya on weekend. I not go na lungi for go see me people there or for go there with me people there. It's not possible. That's not ever possible. So they do this for the sake of posterity. Most of we not get for be members of parliament forever. But what we do now get for unto we in the future. If we not do and forsake the interest of the ordinary mass system, it will affect we. If we go no more say no, now we own personal aggrandizement, now we own sit, now we own interest no more good. Now that makes some man you see it rise per politics stay, it rise per politics stay. But at the end of the day, how we end the end bad. Because not in people are interested in the sick. Now in your personal interest in the sick. They destroy the people that we put you for go lead. Then you seek your own family and your own personal interest. Now that makes some man at the end of the day picking a case decrease or in picking a drugs in the go back. Because prioritize the people now your personal waiting they get, destroy the country, forgetting you. And this is a wake up call to all politicians. We know the inside politics just for spend money for our own pockets. You do something the way bad, say this bad, you support her because it counts money in your own pockets. If you do that money you not get for enjoying tomorrow. You not get for enjoying tomorrow. Yes.
At this stage, you want for assure Sierra Leoneans and say you, for example, as the leader of the opposition na parliament, you they represent the interest over that of your party.
Not only one, a good number of members. We get a good number of members of parliament. We are good members of parliament from both political parties. We get good members of parliament in our SPP. We get good members of parliament in our APC. Yeah. And the mere fact say we able to come together and say yes, no agree on this, no agree on this, no agree on this. No say we get common close system. We are for the interest of we people that we did one. We are for the interest of the ordinary mass system we did one. We go get division. We go get side and we political party go say, hey, this is not good, hey, this is not good, hey, this is not good. But we get common interest that we are for the good of the nation as a whole. Now that make anybody we follow the conversation at parliament. If I religiously, SSA go agree with me, say no, some clauses then they by the debates that we members of parliament then they do. You go not say this not for the good of the nation, this not for the good of the nation. So the idea that entirely parliament, not the formula where they help the nation, where the way to say the nation not correct.
Honorable, the country they go through constitutional review process. What you na day on now for just amend the 1991 constitution, but the entire constitutional review process it don't begin from the days of the former president Koroma and now President Biona. One of him promised and this way it be make to the people of Sierra Leone say go left for a new constitution. After I don't amend this 1991 constitution for adopt the electoral reforms here, they expect the constitutional review process for take a speedy pace?
Well, now the process we do also. Now the amendment of the constitution we do also. I want to agree with you. Say so many clauses then at the constitution. We're not even then at the bill. We take out in the parliament need for
therefore come back.
No, well, according to the minister, because waiting and do the amendment process is different for each clause. You get clauses then when I entrench clauses. And we even at section 108 subsection 3, it clearly states the entrench clauses there by the constitution. If you want to amend any entrench clause by the constitution, you dey go through this normal process so they go so first na parliament. After the clause don't get the 2/3 majority, they send them back na referendum. Let the whole country vote because not to parliament no more. They vote on clauses there when I entrench clauses there. The whole country they vote for let them know whether they want them or they don't want the change. But for clauses, then when ordinary clauses, they will not to entrench clause. If you go to subsection 2 of section 108, it's clear. It should say if we receive 2/3 of all members of parliament in both the second reading and the third reading. So for the second reading, after the debate, the speaker they put the question, say now they don't do the third reading, the second reading, all those in favor say aye, all those against say nay. So if at the second reading, after the second reading, if they don't get the 2/3 majority of members of parliament, and they the bill they die. And now they go again third reading, that's the end. But we no one kill the bill because we may get the tendency, we get the numbers for ensure say we kill the bill. But we no one kill at second reading because we think say something and they way good. And most of them thing and then we they agree on. Most of them thing and then we they discuss. So that they go third reading, you know. And third reading we go look clause by clause and we go identify clauses the way good. So the final reading, when a third reading now, speaker they puts the question back. And then they also need 2/3 of all members of parliament for pass the bill into an act. They need 2/3 of all members of parliament.
And when I get the numbers?
Of course. As at now, if you add all SLPP MPs, you add all paramount chiefs. Well, I know this. Me, I believe say some of the paramount chiefs they get for votes against because it's very clear. Say the paramount chief them will not take a position on the PI.
Waiting at the position where the paramount chief them been take honorable.
It's not be too money. Where government been called for public consultation on this electoral system. They make a position. In fact, their presentation, a PowerPoint presentation, they do. Who side they say they don't want first past the post. Not PI they want. Because it's very difficult for them to identify the members of parliament. It's very difficult for them to reach out to the members of parliament. And this new system don't make it extremely difficult for them. The position the civil society organizations then call themselves all and do elections. They vote. At the end of the day, the one that we say let them go by first past the post, now them be boku. Now them be plenty. You see.
So as it is now, we are not sure of the paramount chief them if we reach now the voting stage.
No, I'm not gonna say I'm not sure of them.
But you say they don't already take a position.
Yes, they don't take a position, say they don't want PI. They say that first past the post and they want.
So they go vote for now because we always share the same similar position, say una want the first past the post. So if una add the paramount chief them to that of una your numbers, una sure say una go outweigh the ruling SLPP.
No, even if they get all the paramount chiefs, even if they get all the members of parliament from SLPP, that's now 97. So meaning for let them pass the constitution, they need 100 votes. So they need 3 more members from APC for let them pass the constitution.
But when I get 2 way already they vote with them, and if we go into secret ballots, you're not gonna forget control over you MP them. You're not gonna forget team up and watch how then they vote. Honorable.
This I want to tell you, say this is not about political party. This is not about personal interest. This is about the country, waiting the people they want. Waiting at the people the problem. I give an illustrative example. Where the debate yesterday. I tell you, in a my own community, one weekend is 6:30 in the morning, and the community can knock na me gate. When they open, then go inside, then pass 20. Then they can tell me say, honorable, the only bridge we connect with to the people in so go watch the way Simon to cut them back. You will not say we want to inaccessible. Of course, we know say not so the fundamental responsibility of members of parliament for engaging development. But we see the why was in the bridge. I call council not get fund. I struggle for reach out to the Ministry of Works for make sure say hey, you know our opposition is not easy for you. So waiting me do I say no, I can't leave my community in this position. So now me SF use my own personal money for make sure say I fix the bridge for the people. Now that make it fine, let member of parliament with the people, let them near the people. So that if problem they then go get possible for go to. But you get a lot of communities and now when they not even say the member of parliament self. They don't know who side is safe. They don't know if it's safe. If they see and so the pass, I know they know. So now that make we know. But if they vote for you, now you face the dinner the ballot paper, but then go say na Abdul Kabo vote for law go deba for bridge. If Abdul Kabo no amend this bridge problem, next the law say if they can't now before we say they want to be member of parliament. So though it is not our traditional responsibility, but you know they in a situation where you help you people and say no, I not put me money. No, I not go help them. It means you not love your people or you don't want to solve them problem. And you know the constraints way opposition can get for get access to central government or for influence projects them now your community from the central government. Mostly now we did one, you see. Mostly now we did that.
All right. Many thanks, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, leader of the opposition, where you talked to me this morning and give updates on Usa Day now with the constitutional amendment bill, where they before now na parliament as the Attorney General and Minister of Justice been go to na parliament for let them go amend the 1991 constitution and adopt some electoral reforms them, where some of the reforms there get for do with how them for appoint the Chief Electoral Commissioner in the criteria them order for the search and nomination committee, and also it gets for do with the types of elections where the country for use. Another one them we get for do with the diaspora participation in the electoral process, and also independent candidates them for contest in an election. Well, the debates they continue in a parliament. Yesterday again they spent long hours. They out of 23 pages they don't review about 13 pages, 13 clauses if I can put them, and it left about 10 according to Honorable Abdul Kagbo. Then go continue for look at then close there and agree. Now this stage you side and then call it committee stage. Now then can cross the T's and dot the I's for no waiting then no one for seeing the bill where they put inside the 1991 constitution. But generally the constitutional review process still they continue. The AG and in team don't they do consultation with civil society, religious leaders and other people and for ask them waiting they want for see if Salon they get a new constitution. When they continue with the breakfast show live na Liberty TV.
All right, continue for drop your message, make your comments regarding the issues where we did talk about inside this edition of the show. Later we go for up on the phone line for let we talk about the issue we get for do with the fuel price. But before that, we tell on earlier say one of the issues where we discussed today gets for do with the question where we ask if mixed electoral system go work for Sierra Leone. And I be reference one of the papers them where IGR at the Institute for Governance Reform be don't do inside March this year, where they say critical perspectives of governance beyond the PR system and first past the post, a call for a mixed electoral system for Sierra Leone. Now tell us so we can look at this. Let we know how they're able to put this together, and the question where we they ask we go get an answer to them. If a mixed system go work for Sierra Leone, why them believe so? Because then they make this call. You go know inside this edition of the show. And I want to welcome at the studio today for the very first time Andrew Lavali, we're the Executive Director, Institute for Governance Reform. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, viewers and listeners. It's my pleasure being here. Excuse my voice.
Yeah, it's okay. I guess you said don't see the conversation, don't they go on, the members of parliament, don't they spend hours, the debates, different issues, but paramount among the issues and the way then the debates gets for do with the system of elections where the country for adopts. So many people don't get their own views. People suggest, say, let we go back to the first past the post. The SLPP members of parliament are still pushing for the PR system, but as an institution, we see una they say a call for a mixed electoral system for Sierra Leone. We make we ask if this call una they make, if it fits into Sierra Leone system. But let we just go back. How una been get all this information? What's it inform for let una call for a mixed electoral system for the country?
A huge body of evidence now gather for arrive at this. So you collect data from which happen around the world about how electoral systems actually support governance. Because Salon can talk about electoral system, quick somebody talk which system they affect they favor my party, not which system they actually develop the country. And if you go like place like Lebanon, you can see Lebanon, you get 95% of them, they are all Arabs, but they're divided into religious sects.
Mm-hmm.
So you get Christians then, with a Catholic then, that 2%. You get the Sunni then, Muslims, and you get the Shia Muslims then. Which in then do then say, for now exist as one, with a divide by tribe. They say this tribe, now for be president. This tribe, now for be prime minister. This tribe, now for be speaker of parliament. Then do election, go up condom, and that they do. Because now so then feel say the electoral system, they respond to the challenges. Where you go, Switzerland then get what they call like a federal system where they share power. Then now among the 5 confederates then, each one, 7 confederates then, each one they rule just for 1 year. After 1 year you rotate them. So now so then they do for let them ensure say they get stability. Inside Salon, we get boku challenges then. So that make you feel say, even this division where they make between PR and first past the post is artificial because an electoral system can respond to the challenges of the country. We get a country where we get serious division. We get country where political institutions then under different parties then will get called for accountability. We get if we live in a country where every election, from one election to another, would experience electoral violence. So the question we would ask now paper, which system you could put in place for ensure say, then which systems you put in place for ensure say, you respond to the challenges there. Unfortunately, where they already the debates in a parliament, they actually read that one day. Yeah. Because the 2 party then, the way they're structured such that a certain electoral system, they benefit them. And we actually discussed that in the paper. The first past the post, they benefit APC because APC as a party, then centralized, they're highly centralized. The PR system, they benefit SLPP because SLPP as a party, their membership highly decentralized. So APC knows say if I get first past the post, I will concentrate my votes then, na me own stronghold, and I win parliament. And I want to let family know say all this electoral system where they talk about, it's largely about parliament. It's not so about really the executive, but it's largely about parliament. So SLPP knows say, okay, if we don't get proportional representation system, we vote go the way some side then. We vote in the western area, we can get marginal votes in the north. So for let them pick them votes then they need a system where they make sure so they pick them votes then they. So if I for let people know say, now the 2 big debates in this, but in between them 2, there is an interest of Sierra Leone. So now we pick one by one. For talk say, you can actually take elements of this, you deploy an area. You take elements of this, you deploy an area. Not to Salon one, go get mixed system. You go Germany, you get other places, then get mixed electoral system where you get some elements of proportionality and some elements of first past the post.
The debates I don't take a different shape. Everybody getting your opinion from the citizens, the civil society, the one them, the academia. Everybody gets own interpretation. But Unayon paper concludes say the first past the post, not the PR system, not the solve Sierra Leone governance challenge them. But the country need one system of hybrid electoral system for solve them governance challenge there. How the hybrid system one they suggest we will solve the governance challenge them?
Okay, so hybrid actually mean for put you take from here, you bring them together for form one electoral system. And hybrid actually means the bad elements of PR, the bad elements of first past the post, you left them, you take the good elements them of both, you put them together. And we don't see say, we normally people in the argue, if they argue for first past the post or PR, not only the good elements then I immediately take. But you fail for realize say, even that young system where they advocate for, you not get the total solution for Sierra Leone. Say for example, the issue of representation. The issue of representation, any day, you could talk saying a first past the post. In fact, the one day when a proponent of first past the post and they argue say, if we can able to identify with MP easily, and if that MP did not do what we want, we can pull them. And it actually is a useful way for if you get an MP way, not to do what people they want for pull them. But then you get an issue of inclusivity. So you get some way really in a PR system that you strength down there. So like how I start by saying, if you go na Lebanon, you get identity, because whatever you may look at them, if somebody if teams they don't migrate from the north, they don't go na they don't settle there, then go want a system where they represent them. You understand? If Mendes and Boku they don't migrate, they don't come now freedom, then they get a system where they represent them. So, but under first past the post, when a winner takes all, they need to get their representation there. So, in fact, now that makes the proponents of PR system, they talk say, if we, let's say for example, if 35-36%, because na ethnic based voting more there na Sierra Leone, if 35-36% of the people of Freetown they always vote, say for example for SLPP go argue say the only way for we get them votes in there, now we'll get a system where we'll talk say legally them votes will be represented. So the push for the PR system is justified on that grounds there. But you get another one where then they talk about way na violence. And people like you feel say, oh, they talk about the cost of election are just money. But the political cost of election is really high. So we do one paper, let's just digress a little bit. We look at the cost of violence and political instability. And that paper shows that within 36 months, the violence will take place from 2022 to 2024 will lead into the coup. 82 people then die. And every day where the country shut down, and no, all of them violence, and they are politics related. We know the debate, we don't get violence over our economy. We not only get violence over representation. 82 people die. And you know what we'll do the economics of them? We see say for every day where the economy shut down, you know, we get $21 million now in the country they lost. So just for 2023 alone, that year we'll get that election, we lost $417 million just on violence, demonstration, and political instability. So we need an electoral system where they respond to that. We will make Sierra Leoneans where they actually live side by side, and we become a cohesive society. And coming to look at it, Khadija and Mabel, the reason why all of this fet here, we actually fet, and we not keen really sit down together and say, how do we solve the problems? Now most of the hopes of this country are, we don't put up on politics. Mm-hmm. People are within they in power, and person where they get contract or somebody with the kind of power. And for example, a journalist where they talk saying, I mean a press attaché, they don't post me and now. They in the interest for letting regime stay. Other groups then where they feel say, me, I know they benefit from all of this. They in the interest for letting the regime come out. Let them come. Unfortunately, the huge conversation around how do we increase agricultural productivity? How do we ensure that the mines and mineral deposit we meant for Tonkolili and Moyamba, we harness them. Unfortunately, we hardly get in conversation in there. The conversation what they get is politics. Without the kind of power, without not the power. And there's a literature where they show say, country that we don't develop and country that will not develop it, the difference between them country they wouldn't develop, the elites then, they disagree, but when it comes to the country in development, then they agree on them. But country they will not develop, the elites they hardly agree on how development will take place. Unfortunately, na salon, na that not the problem. Hardly do you get a situation where somebody they talk say, no, me I didn't have a party, but in the interest of this country, let's agree on how the country go. Now, we left Sidon, we had a tripartite that they call one mammy from Gambia. They say, big man, that they make plaba, Nasalo can decide among them. A country we endowed with boku thing, we cannot get along. So when we talk about electoral system, we raise the conversation above whether not PR, whether not first past the post. We look at the country challenges and how the system, because when they say electoral system, is actually a system, not just election. It's a system where they talk to you, if we do this and this, we will live in peace. We'll be able to respond to the country challenges. And the last, the other criteria, and where I'll talk to, where not going to be the last, the economics of election, the cost of election. You get proponents of first past the post, and they argue, say, it's difficult, and I think Westminster Foundation for Democracy actually published this. They say it's costly for one candidate on that PR system, district block PR system, a campaign right around the district. So, but it's less costly for a campaign a small constituency. So, but you get the PR argument by with the talk. Say, after the PR election, there's no by-election anymore. So you can actually save. So there are arguments on both sides. So for let you derive a hybrid, you actually need a system where that MPD, whether not PR or first past the post, in the campaign district-wide, and two, we they actually save cost on by-election. So we not propose an electoral system. Waiting this paper do like a framing paper for say, okay, giving them challenges there, like now waiting parliament they do now. Now parliament for Sidon, and we technocrat then still develop a system with all.
Because it just like you know it's a bit thing for ask you. When you explain, because it clearly states on a paper and I say, on a observe say, the first past the post, they promote accountability, but it undermine inclusion. The PR system on a observe say it promotes inclusion, but it weaken accountability. All waiting they go on a parliament right now. The debates around this electoral system, we see both parties, Olma whole side whole, Uda whole for the PR, Uda whole for the first past the post. Currently, all waiting and they say so, and waiting una find out now this una paper way una pull. Are they on the right track?
In the end, believe me, in the end, because SWP now then get the numbers in parliament, then go sway the day. They have about 81, 82 MPs, and they highly likely say they will get majority of chiefs and will vote with them. But the question is, what is in the interest of Sierra Leone? So we'll get for look outside of parliament. So now that make months before this thing, this debate here, Ubi don't publish this. And it's a shame we're not being calm now debating, but Ubi get an opportunity for Sudan Abuku radio station and for say, let we discuss the thing here. Let we look at how do we reduce the cost of elections. How do we reduce violence in elections? How do we ensure inclusivity? You know, if you watch that paper day, I encourage people for let them go to IGR website, that paper go day. We actually go into the history of elections. And when you look at the history of elections, the results then, you can actually see why this party here talks say that this I want. You clearly see on the PR system. So now on that PR system, you see SLPP they get more seats in the parliament. Even if SLPP and APC get the same votes, like for example in 2018, SLPP get 39% of the votes, parliamentary votes. APC get 40% of the parliamentary votes. The difference was 1%. You know what the difference in the seats? The difference in the number of seats in the parliament was 20 seats. So you see. But when you come to 2002, for example, in 2002, that's when the Tijan Kaba get 70%. So SLPP gets 70%, 71% of thereabouts, but they end up forget 74% of the seats. APC even get 20%, 21%, they end up forget 25% of this of the seats. So you in terms of to be fair to proponents of proportional representation, in terms of the way we talk, say the weight of the seat of the ballot, because when they say proportionality, but that you vote the, if you're equal to that person, you vote Nabo. If you're equal to that person, you vote na McKinney. So but you see say on the first past the post, the vote they not keep it equal. So in fact, you can get political party and can get one strategy. Say, let's just focus on the votes there one side. If you watch, not forget about SLPP and APC. If you take NGC and C4C, NGC almost get the same character in terms of party spread like C4C. What did C4C do? C4C focus most of in votes at corner. You know, almost vote C4C being pulled parliamentary votes now just 4%. NGC gets close to 8% of the parliamentary votes in 2018, but then get 4 seats. You know why? Because NGC then votes and scatter. C4C then focus all of the votes na parliament, largely na corner. They end up forget 8 seats. So it means that strategy can work, but at the end of the day, you can begin to ask yourself at what expense with concentration of votes then. And the constitution very clear. I want let fumble and see what the constitution talk about. The section 6 of the constitution talk about the political objectives of the state. The main objective of the state for Sierra Leone, we talk about unity, freedom, and justice, and actually cohesion. Ghana, the state for bring Sierra Leoneans together. With all of this, way they talk, the state for brings Sierra Leoneans together. And when you go back to section 35, Section 35 talks say no association by whatever name called shall be registered or be allowed to operate or to function as a political party if the PPRC is satisfied that. So it means if PPRC see any of them TR they can read, for register. Number one, if the membership of the party is restricted to members from a particular tribe, ethnic group, or religious group, PPRC not for register is there. So all this thing I will talk about, no, this is not Southeastern based party, this is not Northern based party. As a matter of fact, PPRC not for register you if you know say your membership of a party is restricted to a particular tribe or group. It's a if the party is formed for the sole purpose of securing or advancing the interest and welfare of a particular tribe or ethnic group, community, or geographic area or religious faith. So you get all of this in the constitution. Meanwhile, less Sierra Leoneans, what is about accountability? If find less Sierra Leonean citizens, they actually hold political parties then to the dictates of the constitution. Unfortunately, I really encourage listeners then go to section 35 of the constitution. It clearly states waiting at the purpose, in fact, the criteria. And that thing when they talk about, say, every political party forget 55%, the old law, well, with the current law, we want change now. You know why they talk about 55%? Then, we don't want change now to 50 plus 1. They talk about 55% because they don't want normally getting to majority. They want at least let you carry the other region. And on top of that, they add back, say, you for establish offices now, all of them regions then. So the constitution actually make deliberate effort to make sure, say, we as Sierra Leoneans live together. And you know why this important? This important because that root tile where they pull, that root tile, na Moyamba, na for Freetown. That cattle where they raise, na Kabbalah, na for Freetown, na for Kono. The dam where they come on, na Kono, na for Bo, na for all side. So when you get a government or a political party, because a political party for actually shadow the government, enough for be for one region. Enough for be for one group, it for be for everybody. So what they talk about with the hybrid system are for make sure say the political party then get a character where or will government get a character where they serve everybody interest?
Now we look at, Una mentioned, say, the current electoral systems still they strengthen the two-party system. And this hybrid system, Una they suggest, how it will create more opportunities for small parties and also independent candidates. Because one of the conversation in Dandy where people like Femi Claudius Cole get, say, this PR system when they talk, because of the threshold, especially 2023, it puts them at a disadvantage. And now, then they talk about a party when they will win election, PPRC for the register. So this hybrid system, what are the opportunities for smaller parties and how a no-go just promote the one-party state or the two-party system them we currently they now?
So if the hybrid, if they get elements of the proportional representation system, we for really get the threshold for go down, and that's ending now. Femi Claudius Cole will use that system for the kind of power, and not to no more. If we now persons living with disability say we want to get representation, we'll get we own person with a lower, in fact 5% to 0, because a lot of PR systems around the world now salon no more they see who you can. Why you talk about close to 12%, 11.9%. So that law they would then be put in 2023, it actually it not make it possible for let minority groups then take part. So that one. But we come back to representation. You know, the one the way they talk about first past the post, you can get stronger arguments because one of the things who they advocate for, we need for continue for constituency based system. But you know, need that constituency where they talk say constituency 5, constituency 10. Because what's a young constituency?
I don't even know.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows. So, but me growing up, Abedesi, Kailan Central, Bo Central, Freetown East 1, Freetown East 2. Look, if at all Lumley don't big enough for become 2 constituency, you go talk say Lumley 1, Kamayama constituency, Aberdeen constituency. And that 10 the people then go know say, they actually go vote for the constituency in Aberdeen. And it go easier for if I did abroad, say, now they identify with. But currently, that post-war arrangement, because one of the things that Madam Top, they be do at that time, and not to be a bad move, now people forget what the war. So they flatten the state, then the number. I mean, if you go to US, you can actually see this constituency in District 1, District 2, District 3. But inside Salon, it's easier for if you identify, for example, chiefdoms with constituency, we Nabumpe, chiefdom, now we on constituency that but rather than for talk say this now constituency 68, we nobody know.
So then conversation there now, Ando, when you talk to some other people, then go tell you say now because of the type of PR where the country used 2023, now it don't block so many people they eyes them. Not for everyone for you the conversation again about PR or neither able for understand the types of PR where the country go use, just like other country them we work for them.
No, they're right. They're right. So now that make you need for even reform the PRO get, because that PRO get in 2023 was exclusionary. He actually pulled people out. The two party them, we then legislate that in a parliament. They just create a threshold where we will make that they no more they compete. And waiting be happen where APC for don't really allow that threshold there. Because if you get a lower threshold, you go get pick seat na Bo, you go pick seat na Kennyman. But with a higher threshold, it will difficult for like pick seat na outside of the party strongholds then. So not to just minority parties then, but if it's a major party then with a weak now other party in a stronghold then a higher threshold not the favor them. So I agree with you. Down there they blind people and say we're not able to see the benefits of the PR and that make the conversation with the be now, the conversation should be such that people enforce we talk about the threshold. But to me the biggest conversation, how this MPR know they do well for people then, how we make sure say it come out. And there is this other argument about how do we ensure that not so the political party then they much in the control of the democracy. Now citizens are more than they in the control of the democracy. So a mixed system, a hybrid system will cater for all of that. And I know they therefore suggest how the hybrid system they work, but they tell Sierra Leoneans then say it don't work elsewhere. If you go to Germany, they get mixed system, they get hybrid system. In fact, part of the US, they get like Alaska, they get hybrid system. So it work. So don't not just become dog-headed, say either it be SLPP way or it be APC way. Let's take fine elements of both sides and synthesize one. The difficulty we'll get for let political actors they agree on waiting.
Yeah, because how do we factor this into the debates where they go on right now? Waiting on another side of IGR don't do for lobby around the members of parliament, because if una don't go take on a time, do the research, then una the try for suggest that this might be a solution to all of this noise where they around now. But we not don't they see any of this kind of thing pan the debates where don't they go on. And before you know it's just now, then go into voting. So waiting on a don't do on a side again for lobby them for ensure say they incorporate some of them things here.
When I think tank, we first thing what they do now for research, the second thing now for publish. And we'll publish the interest groups and take that. But over and beyond that, we actually engage to answer your question.
Are they running with it?
Well, everybody wants a position, unfortunately. So,
So the leader of the opposition, they say, Honorable Abdulkawo, they say, the lower the threshold, the more seats in parliament. As at now, parliament is almost full.
that's not true. That is not true. You can maintain the same parliament, you get zero threshold. Okay, now let me just explain to people then. So let's say you get a district of 4 seats. Let's say in Afalaba, you get 4 seats. If you talk, say, the current threshold at 12%, that means, say, pass you get 12% before then they even count your votes. But if you talk, say, now 5%, that means, say, if you get 5%, the votes will count. But that don't mean, say, when you vote the count, you don't qualify for seats. Now 4 seats, they. So by right, if now 4 divided by 100, now 25% for 1 seat, But so a party go there where they get 54%. That you don't get 2 seats straight. Another party get 34%. 34 plus 54. That not so 88%, right? Waiting on left now just 12%. That party they because you get what they call the highest remainder. That party will get 7% or 9%. They get seats. Because, but you don't get 12% too. You don't get 12%, but the highest remainder method means that because the remainder of that one day, that particular part, then 2 other candidates pass that in 11% day, now they get that half seat with 11. So that are the beauty about reducing the threshold, right? It doesn't mean they say the size of parliament they increase. Which normally they determine the size of parliament. The moment you don't get a population census, then they look at all of the seats then, the district then they use that district then get a district quota. Whether 100 MPs, whether 100 seats within a parliament, then you just look at that district the population, you divide that by 100. So that means say every district forget this quota. They're not getting nothing for do with increasing the number of MPs or reducing the number of seats in a parliament. It's really about how you average the district population.
Some when you talk to other people and they will tell you say changing the electoral system not go solve salon political problems. You don't be around at this space for a long time. You believe say if the country change an electoral system, the political problems will change?
Electoral system can actually help to solve electoral problems, not to political problems, onto electoral problems. And I want to family know say, San London just practiced democracy for 30 years, from 1996 to 2026, for 30 years. And even that 30 years, they will get war. We don't get we get a lot of instability. Khadija, the time with this democracy, it actually sit down. Sometimes me, you know, go there alive. So So other country then, it don't take years for let them institutionalize the process. So now that make all of them here, so what they do? It's part of the experiment. So we don't get a system inside the last 30 years, we don't change government 2 times. The more you see government, they change from SLPP to APC, from APC, SLPP to other political party, maybe after 50, 100 years, then the democracy will actually sit down. But all of this, it's a phase. 30 years ago, you see, the radio owner, the work, radio democracy, see Dr. Spencer then be in our trenches. It was a different phase of consolidating democracy. In fact, they wanted to restore democracy. Now we want for consolidate democracy. So now I make the conversation on the change. So this debate about electoral system is all part of the consolidation of democracy. And that make we actually push for the hybrid system, because where you get an electoral system where responsive to the needs of society, you make sure say politicians that we're not good with citizens that don't represent, where they go represent citizens, then they put.
But it is now, aside the ruling party, nobody they even discuss this hybrid system as an option. Everybody just don't hold position. The APC na first past the post and they push for.
Because the calculation is about 2028. The calculation is not about Sierra Leone. This hybrid system, what it suggests is how do you look behind 2028.
So the APC they think Sierra Leone. They are thinking 2028.
Both parties.
Because that didn't they push for the hybrid system.
The
SLPP.
Really?
Yes. Now one of them option that.
Okay. So I don't know which kind of form of hybrid system that they look
the
for.
mixed system, as you know, on a paper they suggest.
Definitely. That's what you need. A mixed system. A mixed system will take elements of APC, which that APC then claim, and elements of which SLPP then claims. That is the most rational way. You know, we talk say, no, and that this not bad. Now we talk say, as a matter of fact, as a matter of most, it has to be my way. SLPP should not claim that. APC should not claim that.
Well, I saw the debates don't take a form now. APC, because before you come inside, we just talk with the leader of the opposition. For them, if even when they go into the votes, if they insist saying that the PR, they don't go for votes for that, because them believe say that the first past the post best for the country.
No, Khadija, to be honest, the way APC configured, the way SLPP configured, APC knows say if the whole election under PR system, they no will succeed. SLPP knows say if the whole election under PR system, under first past the post, they no will succeed. You understand it? So unfortunately, that is the situation. So to me, it behoves both sides for let them know say no, this one here, it doesn't have to be my way. We get for actually can see how you can able get a system where they work for both ways. Yeah. And one of the things that we actually need a political system where they force political parties then for being inclusive. You get, I don't know if you pay attention to Nigeria politics, then get what they call the federal character, where one leader, where one political party choose a leader now. In fact, Salon can do and small in the poll run in Metianda. But apart from that, again, you need a rotational leadership. Like how Switzerland get. You actually move from the east, you go from the north, you go from the south, you go from the so that every part of Sierra Leone will be part of the system. The thing where I find difficult for understand now where they get the debate among political parties is not about how do we correct what that happen, but how do we inherit the machinery. So not to down there the say no, this one now this I get for correct. Now I will publish the toll road. The toll road where shows say $172 million nine Salon people and anybody when I in an APC SLPP, you don't pass that tool. $172 million. Now we don't spend. Now we don't pay for a $148 million contract under both systems. What's here in the parliament? Now I will publish the hate party case papers for under both systems, one prisoner, then they allocate 10 corporates per day. One from 2016 to 2023. What a year. So it only becomes a problem where would have for dinner power, would not for dinner power. Now here we see the convergence between political actors about the MP health, the bill for letting increase MP the medical. So me are the really big Sierra Leoneans that you can do a party for all you care, but you get for call on their party and they for letting seek your own interest.
But this paper, we una publish this even show say not so every Sierra Leone even understand what's in this PR system. And now the conversation is going on. How they will able call on the MP there if they don't even know what's in they discuss about it?
Not to most Sierra Leoneans, especially women, they don't know which electoral system will get. They don't even care about that. So all of this is an elite conversation. And I know the false people then, if you go now in England and America, some people in there, but say me, I don't even know about the electoral system who would practice it because I don't even care. So me know say that the elites then, now this whole conversation, PR system, first past the post, you go na bow, you go na potlucker. A lot of people then, of course, sometimes they will know now because the debate don't hide it now. But the time we track and last year with Afrobarometer, now only about 20-something% now they even know the electoral system. Less than 30% they even know say this debate they on. So now that make way they can reach that conclusion and say for let country go before, now the elites then get for agree. And unfortunately that agreement I know they see what they get at.
What do you foresee at the end of the day, based on all waiting they unfold now in Parliament? Are the people going to win on either of the political parties' interests?
There is a possibility for let the people then win if at all the party then agree on waiting how could be responsive to the needs of the citizens. But the people are not going to win if at all we get this situation where one party talks me and I may win, another party talks me and the supporter that we lost. So now that make it really fine. I think the politician therefore forget about this zero-sum approach to every conversation to power. And you know say there are certain things you get for concede some ground. In fact, there is power in conceding. You get something in the way you can talk say no, Khadija, me I disagree with this, but Lord try your own first bar. But me, I just want to let APC supporters and SLPP supporters they know say all this conversation, the most important conversation is how do you get a machinery where they work for Sierra Leone. All that thing they even about representation. You see parliamentary turnover in 2018. Close to 80% of the people that will elect in 2012 did not come back. Electoral turnover only reduce who get PR system in 2023 because the political party then toxic and they go fill the people then back. So if you ask the people then, they will really talk say we want that paper they make it clear. All of them thing away them party and then they how they call them, then they clamor around not to the citizens their interest. You have 77% of citizens within the talk say me the party with me they support. I want safely appoint somebody from a different political party, from a different ethnic group, from a different region. Because within people they want now for let you get a state that is productive. But unfortunately, not to the conversation among the elite. Within the elite that they do, the conversation is how to retain the machinery or can't take the machinery. So we need to talk about how the machinery they deliver results.
The paper also discussed women's political participation. How this hybrid system will help increase the number of women and minority groups them, for example, they enter parliament.
So you can get a quota system. So part of the hybrid and a quota system. So a place like Uganda, then get first past the post, but then get some bit of hybrid, because then get quota system where they talk say, no, that particular city are for women them. So you can get increased women's representation on the first past the post as
But
well.
how about the GUI Act already?
No, the GUI they the GUI not already state that one.
So the GUI they give them dandy. For let them get seats so they can call reserve or something.
Yeah, but the GUI, the electoral system, it get for anchor on the electoral system.
Mm-hmm.
So if let's say you get first past the post, 132 seats,
Mm-hmm.
then it talks, no, this 42 seats here, now every 42 seats in the country get for women, we would be 30%. So that means every district you will get X amount of seats. So then a woman, the number they put, say under, for example, under first past the post. So we put woman in there, the woman will win and win. So you get first past the post, but you get women's representation. So the PR system will practice, it talks in the way they do, it's almost like a zipper system. Well, not to zipper really, because zipper means we put one man, you put one woman. But the system will be get in the last election, the electoral guidelines, it shows every constituency, after every 2 man, a 2 man. After every 2 man, a 2 man. So now then do them. So now I'm making we actually get the 30%. So you can able to refine them for they get 30% on both. So you don't see this now one area where you talk say political parties can actually agree. So Lord do this for Lord get women's representation. And to be fair to them, they don't, or then the GUI Act will be passed by both parties, where they agree for the woman they take part, because for a very strong patriarchal society, we say man then Bokuna parliament and then Bokuna the executive, then talk say no, Lord give 30% to woman there. I think say it's worthy of commendation. How will you anchor down now on the electoral system where they can? I think that's all the debate, then I will forget.
Debates they continue now, and citizens them supposed for take ownership of this entire process, because the last time we I see they amend this same 1991 constitution, I think it was 2013 during the time of the former president. But as it is now, just like what you say, the conversation they among the elite group them. Even if you watch the conversation on the social media, now that get access no more to the internet, people and they down there will not even understand what is going on. Before everybody take position, waiting the two parties then supposed to do at this point, rather than holding to their position, because there's an argument now where they go on between them. Okay, we don't meet, that's okay. We don't discuss behind closed doors. We don't agree. With the hope say, okay, now just for implement what we agree on. But now the SLPP, they blame the APCC. Yesterday we get Honorable Bashiru Sileki and Adi Macaulay, we go represent APC na the technical team. Then get stiff disagreement, say, we don't agree on anything, we left and back to MP them.
I don't know what.
So waiting the MP they're supposed for do by now, rather than holding to the party position.
No, not politics. Around the world, also politics, the political parties then they hold on to positions. Unfortunately, the only position with political parties they hold on to as alone, the position where either are still in power or are kind of power. Not a position where how you manage oil, how you get, how they reduce corruption and stuff like that. So I don't know what happened at the Toke. I don't know what the Toke conversation. But at the end of the day, there is a process. Now that democracy they do. Democracy, they create a process for them to resolve dispute like this. So now I make me on big arguments, if they put the box still in a parliament, because SLPP get the numbers, they will win the day. So we need for bend over backwards for say, how do you cater for minority interest? It's not just about majority rule. How do you cater for minority interest? So one of the things that they talk now, we really actually propose this hybrid for say, these people might be in the minority, 54 versus 82 seats. But there are points where valid in what they do. And there are a large number of citizens who believe in this shade of opinion. How do you ensure that it is reflected? I'm not going to parliament it with this thing, this debate, but me feel say the elites then, I mean, if fine for like until you can talk to SLPP and you talk to APC. If you have for grill them on the hybrid, ask them what are they ready to concede on. Ask APC, what are you ready to concede on?
They don't already talk about the APC say they want first pass.
No, so that we not say they want. Yeah. But what are they ready to concede on? Yes, you want first past the post, but which elements of PR you want to take?
They don't even entertain the PR
so
conversation. As you say, P.
Okay.
They don't even want for listening.
No, but so I think so that.
Let me ask you earlier if this is a reflection of the kind of PR for 2023 with them practice.
No, but so
we make them not even want for entertain anything.
I think it's a political strategy. Like the political strategy where they say, and we have to be honest about this. We all know we serve in this country. You know, say if you put PRs, it doesn't matter the threshold. It's not in the APC's interest because the way the party don't structure over time, they highly centralized. If you put first past the post, they in SLPP's interest because they vote they scatter. They vote they highly decentralized. So now the strategy and the play out is not really about how.
But should it be all focused on winning power?
Well, the sole purpose of political parties, one of the purposes of them are for win election and put their dreams into reality. So you get for win election first. So I'm gonna give that to them. So all of this debate I would talk about now for how for maintain power. But I think so we need for encourage them. Say beyond this, how do we create greater systems of accountability and effective systems of representation? Because a lot of Sierra Leoneans, we ask Sierra Leoneans, we not do that poll it, but we ask Sierra Leoneans amongst ourselves. They talk say which constituency they don't know if it's the number.
So at this stage, I believe Honorable Abdul Kabo still they watch when are the leader of the opposition na parliament because they don't comment at the comment section where they should say they watch and then still they do this debate. If you are to give a message to the members of parliament, what would it be? We go represent the interest of the people.
Okay, so me feel say I will tell members of parliament say we need to get elements of both sides. It's not good for let you talk say it's either my way or the highway. And that young way they get problems as long as it gets in as much as it gets a lot of strength. The other person back in your side get problems in as much as it gets a lot of strength. So waiting we suggest and we suggest 4 elements then. The people in the yearn for stronger representation and accountable systems. Based on that one, they wanna create an electoral system where they get elements of first past the post without the winner takes all. The people then they yearn for inclusivity, and the first past the post not the cater for inclusivity. So you forget an element of the proportional representation, not the kind we've been getting in 2023, where they cater for inclusivity. The third one, the people in the yearn for reduction in the cost of election, especially women. Because if you make the cost of elections very high, and when I say cost, I not just mean financial cost, but even political cost, because on 10 and day way, some kuskaski day, some woman they can talk to me, I don't want to let them go cost me, so me they take part by politics. So you talk to a lot of people and they talk to me are decent and they take part by politics. So for reduce all the moral costs then you get to get an electoral system where they minimize tension. And they actually cater for minority groups then. And the fourth one are the most important one, a system where they reduce violence. And like I talk no more just now, but the political cost over $400 million we lost just in 2023. Way down if you be put on back something, then they lost in GDP growth. When they say to no more today, with the come today, then Kissy Road, all my luck. The school not they go on. That cost they will need for avoid them. I think say after 65 years of independence and 30 years of democracy, if fine for politicians, they really ask themselves, what are you in politics for? You they in politics for service, or you just stay in politics for power and it's with the cow with power? If you in politics for service, there are many things where you can look today and talk to me for that serve the people of Bo, the people of McKinney. I don't think say this is not a good position for that about. If they hold it, like I can continue for say, if they hold based on the numbers, if they hold election any day today, we know exactly how the votes get for.
But the APC believes that the SLPP can never get the 2/3.
Well, I don't know.
We wait to see.
Well, then everybody believes they get the numbers at this point. So hopefully, whenever they reach to the voting process, the citizen go decide. Many thanks, Andrew. We join with this morning for can talk about the paper where IGI do on the preferred systems of election according to the data we then gather. And for them, they believe say if they do the hybrid systems of election, the too many violence we can happen during elections and after elections, and it go also try for reduce some of the tension that we get happen. We believe say una the MPs then go take a look at this paper, watch them thoroughly, take off on a party lenses and try for see if nothing will not feel say, especially like now where when they discuss constitutional amendments where they go on a parliament. Many thanks, Andrew. We join with this morning quickly. They can take few phone calls them as soon as no say yesterday government will increase fuel price to 35 from 33. So call now and tell me how this go affect the livelihood. 074200545 that the number where you for call and make your points quickly as you call. Tell me your name and also you the call from. State your point how this increase go affect una as citizens them on a livelihood. Call we now on 074200545 and state your point quickly as we go into the next segment of the breakfast show.
All right, the number for call now 074200545. We the call, not forget the ground rules. Come out near the device we the monitor the program with. Go straight to the points. Waiting we open the phone line for today. Now the issue we get to do with the fuel price increment. Now that's not the topic, and at that we open the phone line for. So we the call. Now that you go for speak to. Make sure so you come out near the phone line and go straight to the point. You get 1 minute for call. We take calls then. Now this segment of the program. Good morning. All right, we technician and they fix the device where you call. Make sure so you come out near waiting you to take monitor the program. Tell we your name and also you the call from, and tell we how the fuel price increments they affect you. Now that's the reason we make open the phone lines today. We're not to talk about any other thing but the issue we get to do with the fuel price. 074200545. Now the number we go call and be part of the discussion at this segment of the show. Good morning, your name and also you call from, please. I think now the rain, we seem to get issues with the connection. Something now the rain really, but you can call the number 074200545. Either ways, you want for call direct call you can, and you want for do them again through WhatsApp. Just the fuel price increment. We know say the fuel don't go up to 35,000 for petrol and diesel now 40,000 leons. Well, 40 leons. So call and tell we how this affects you and stick to the points. Not go to any other topic. Now the issue we get to do with the fuel. Good morning, your name and also you call from. Hello. All right, not flash the line. We not go call you back. That phone number they will not put stop up there. 074200545. Now the number where you go call and tell you what you think about the issue we get for do with the fuel price. And while they wait for the calls them and we technicians fix that. Let me just look at messages where I don't send at the program this morning. It's the fuel price. And while some, all right, that's what I am saying. When you call, make sure say the device where you monitor the program with, you turn them off or you reduce the volume so that we not go get negative feedback. Good morning. Your name and where you call from?
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. This is Mustafa, the call from FAG.
Yes, go ahead, Mustafa.
Okay, and the fuel crisis, we know say in general because it happen all over the world. But the government holds them for play. Because what salon, basic salary is very small. And people get for move from the host them for go work. So waiting government for do for subsidize, let people are able for go work and come and take care of their families and way they not go feel too much burden. Because if you don't spend all the money per transport at the end of the day, you picking them, I feel say you know what it. That's not my opinion.
All right, many thanks. Will you take more calls? Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Uncle Sule. I call from Holland.
Okay, Uncle Sule, go ahead.
Yeah, I listen to the program every day, and I thank you for this. Thank you for giving the opportunity. First of all, some of we were overseas or Europe, they're surprised because all them who are with there feel no they go up, but we country every day there is a feel go up, feel go up. So this guy is surprising because all that what they happen to the pressure they to we, especially to we what they send. You know, because now if you get picking as a salon now, so you forget on transport. And they imagine now how the poor people will not get money for do that, how then they live. Let government not lie by you. No fear, not go up na the wall. All on the outside day. Now the same price that they sell from last year. Understand? So when fear now nobody not put fear up. Now just wickedness no more because of this government. They don't have they don't have buy fuel. They're not sorry for the people them. But I tell you, I surprise you, who's are they Holland where they not get fuel. They back now buy Lex salon fuel no go up.
All right.
But salon fuel go up. It's disheartening, you know.
All right, many thanks. We take another call. Good morning. Your name and where you call from, please.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Yeah. Good morning, Paddy Jaibe.
Good morning.
This is Ali Dumbuya, the parts of Freetown.
Go ahead.
Right. So they come from fear. I think they start. I think say the government for not realize that this is not the worst time for Sierra Leoneans and we talk about hardship or difficulties. Although some of you will not happen forget to go school, we definitely forget to know voice towards the constitutional review with the gun, so we will talk about that briefly. But now it gives restrictions, say now only the fear when they talk about. But to be honest with you, it's really difficult. Even with moral guarantee, we don't have to do, people don't talk about this fear. If they talk about this constitutional review, which to me, there's a honest to we the ordinary people. Even the PR system can't down to the lowest somebody and not get interest of it because not get no understanding about that. The constituency election where we know what because we know it's gonna first passport with or whatever. But a lot of we don't understand even that language. But waiting at this.
Hello.
Call from, please. Yes, Ibrahim. Tell me what you think about the fuel price.
This country the government will not see you believe because this fuel paper. Because since then we actually the government from putting But like where normal person dey tell you to pay your them. They get a honor sell.
All right, Ibrahim.
So this year they go on right now. You guys see. Now this year go back to the 250 million that.
All right. Many thanks for your viewer. All right. We will take 3 more calls. Then we go end this segment of the show. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes. Your name and also you the call from, please.
Hi, Ken. I call from that plan.
Yes, go ahead.
Concerning the PL, like Salome PL go up, activity and go up. Even the plazas and markets, the PL link is in place on transportation, not everybody buy. So everybody they suffer. So like because of every day, you cannot get 300, 400 for people doing that problem. Just like that community in Holland. Now we know what to go to and the price already gets. But the people and meetings in that country, they don't really have to sorry for that country and the people. Not to go for can get and happen.
All right.
Because no really easy.
Thanks for your contribution, yeah. 2 more calls. Good morning, your name and also you call from. All right, we take 2 more calls and wrap up this segment and the show. Call the number +23274 200 545. Tell me what you think about the increment on fuel price. Petrol don't go 35,000 leons and diesel 40,000 leons. When you call, make sure so you come out near your device where you take monitor the program. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, that's it. Good morning.
Yes, go ahead. Your name and say the call from.
This is MLB on the call from Leicester Road. To me, this poll business really tough for the ordinary citizens there. Because when you talk about fuel, you talk about the basic commodities where the general public they use. Because for any time where fuel go up, it affects every citizen. And in fact, it will affect even the other way of the rural areas where you say, and the problem get seen for itself in a problem. And if you buy fuel also at 35, if you go to the remote area, then you buy at 40 or 45. So this is very, very difficult for the ordinary citizens and the government really to make sure say they try to push subsidy because you know people don't put subsidies for this fuel. If they put subsidies online, we're not going to buy fuel at this rate. So this is the problem about Sierra Leone. When fuel ready for go up, they go up rapidly, but when ready for come down, the fuel stations then they lock the fuels there. So not many people ready for get fuel for some people. So that means I'm not concerned. Yeah, thank you.
All right, many thanks. The very last call now they take now. +23274 200 545. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please.
Okay, my name is Francis. Okay.
Yes, Francis.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Quick one. One guy that we call from where say fear in price not to go up. You see, would they mislead with people there not alone. More would they oversee country there. You understand? When fear go up, now a global something, it go up everywhere. You understand? But if we live in that part of the world, we probably have more to educate people what they go on. They will lie to people. Then that's not fair. That guy will talk. I don't think they drive safe. Because if they drive, to be very honest, it will not see fear. Don't go up. Even inside UK now, everything now, things that go up, it's not going to be the same way it don't be before. We not see things are hard in the country. It's hard. There's no way you can deny them. But it's hard everywhere. You understand? But the thing is, now we for educate them about how things that they go. But if we they give the wrong information to people, then it's really unfair. It's really, really unfair. We know the health situation, nothing happen. The government, if you put subsidy or the most subsidy, may look into them.
Now they end this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to una all. We call and make una contribution them towards the fuel increment. We don't come up from 33 to 35,000. How this they affect una livelihood? It left to una now as citizens them for decide. We continue for una the platform for they una voice them in different conversation them where they go on. Well, now they end this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to Musasa Okoma and in team we support we for bringing this edition come to you. Mina Khadija Bangura they say have a good day.
All right. Well, till we meet again, Mabel Kabade, get a lovely day and goodbye. The world they move fast, especially in the social media space. Every second, plenty things they happen, but waiting actually you they look for. Interesting story then at the social media where they shape your life. So, not waiting they happen at the problem, but how it affects you. Welcome to Trends. Also, we they bring you the real story them behind the social media noise. From technology, we don't take over the office them. So see them where they happen to we every day. We they dig deep, ask the hard question about them story here. Join the conversation every Saturday, 10 to 11 o'clock na morning, na all Liberty Online TV platform them.
Salon they take action for every mama and every pikin. Together we go reach zero. We all for take action so no mama no go die where it give life. No pikin no go die from preventable sickness. No pikin no go left behind for take maclet. The race to zero they on now.
But zero no go happen by chance. If you na mama or belle woman, take action, go na clinic early. If you na papa, take action, support mama, care you picking for maclet. If you na chief, take action, encourage belle woman them for go hospital for the well body one. We all for take action for save the life of we woman and picking them. So join with today for take action for reach zero. This message they come out from the Ministry of Health together with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
You are watching Liberty Breakfast Show on Liberty Online TV.